In this video, I'm completing all my unfinished projects and talking about my plan for the year. That's for Click and Play. Welcome to my bomb shelter basement workshop, where today I'm pretty much just gonna steal Jasper Make's idea from his last video. At the start of the year, I wanted to do a video on my plan for 2026, but it just seemed a bit too boring. But in Jasper Make's last video, he was working on a project whilst he was discussing a subject, and I thought, I'm stealing that because that's the perfect way for me to talk about something quite boring, but keep it entertaining. If you haven't watched that video, I will put it as the first link in my description below because it's a brilliant video and it talks about the stuff that YouTubers go through, and it's relevant to small YouTubers like myself as well as big YouTubers, so definitely worth a watch. And now I'm gonna cut to me starting to work on projects. As the video title implies, I'm thinking of quitting YouTube. Now, even though that title is a bit clickbaity, this isn't a plea for sympathy or help or anything like that. It's just me explaining what needs to happen for me to carry on making videos. And I've set the goal of by the end of 2026, I need to be making money through my woodwork or YouTube channel. Otherwise, I have to throw in the towel. Even though I really enjoy woodwork, learning woodwork, I enjoy making videos, I enjoy the whole process, chatting to you guys in the comments, but when it comes to time, the maths ain't mathing. It takes a lot of time working on these projects, and I've been spending more and more time working on them. It takes loads of time to make the videos as well. I've had to cut down on like all my other hobbies, like I hardly ever do any gaming anymore. I don't do as much mountain biking as I used to. I hardly practice any snowboarding anymore. I also do triathlons, and this year I'm supposed to be doing the T100 triathlon, which is my biggest one yet, and I'm not doing as much training as I should be doing. I was recently trying to work out the amount of time I actually spend on woodwork, and I spend more time doing woodwork than I would do if I had a part-time job. And that's on top of doing my full-time job. Sometimes it actually feels like a job, and that means that the fun is missing from it, and it's supposed to be a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. When I went on holiday the other month, I had to spend about 3 weeks solid every night just to make a couple of videos to get ahead of myself, so I could go away on holiday. So with this much time and effort going into my woodwork, I must be making like a little bit of money. No. This year so far, I've only made £60. Now that is kind of my fault a little bit, but we'll get into that later in the video. I'm not a professional, so I'm happy getting 1,000 views per video, but there are times when you put loads of time and effort into a project, you're really proud with it, and it gets 100 or 200 views and you just think, what's the point? And the answer is because it's fun. But if I'm putting in more than part-time hours, there has to be some sort of reward. So here's the goal. In 2026, I've got to be making money. Otherwise, I've just got to give it up. Now, when I say giving up, I'm probably not going to give up completely, but it means I'm going to stop chasing views, stop trying to get videos out on a regular basis. I'd probably just make the occasional video when I wanted to and just get back to enjoying it again. But what qualifies as making enough money for me to continue? I reckon if I was making £200 or £300 a month, I would feel like it was a worthwhile investment of my time. That kind of figure would show me that there's potential growth and that it would be worthwhile carrying on. So here's the plan. The goal isn't just to make money. It's to make money doing the projects and the content the way I want to do it. Otherwise, I could just start churning out any old content for the sake of getting views and for the sake of making money. I could do a woodwork OnlyFans, you know, the naked carpenter. I want to carry on doing what I like doing, the way I like doing it, and get some income from it. Now, there's multiple ways I can make money. The first one is going to be getting monetized on YouTube. To do this, I need 1,000 subscribers, which I've already got, so that's a check. And I'd also need 4,000 watch hours within a 12-month period. And I'm already halfway there, but it's not that simple. So here's some boring maths. My videos are roughly 10 minutes long. My retention rate is on average about 30%, so that is roughly 3 minutes watch time per video. If I got an average of 1,000 views per video, I would need to make 80 videos in a year to get monetized. And that means more than one video per week. I'm not doing that. What I am going to do is aim for at least one video per week. The consistency should help boost views. Building a back catalogue of lots of videos will also help because the views will trickle in over time, and sometimes they might go a little bit viral. I've got a camper van video that when I first did it, it got 100 views over its first 6 months, and then suddenly 3 years later, it was over 3,000. So there's the potential for that happening. Doing a video every week is also going to help me learn how to speed up my process. I'll learn how to choose what to do, what not to do. I've also been experimenting with new content that I'm going to enjoy. And if I manage to get a video out every week for the next year and I still don't hit my goals, at least I can say I really give it a go. Social media, I'm actually gonna put some effort into doing this as well. I hardly ever make shorts. I know they're the best way to get engagement, so I'm gonna work harder on doing that. I've not done very well so far this year, but I am working on it. I've also started posting on TikTok. I was gonna post those videos on here, but it's only really 50% of it woodwork, so I've decided to keep it separate. It's just kind of showing the other stuff I get up to and why it takes me so long to do videos. You know, it's some behind the scenes stuff. I'll put the link in the description below if anyone wants to follow that. Instagram, I need to do better at this. I've not done very well so far. I was trying to get photos of all my old projects so there'd be like a back catalogue, but I think that idea's gone out the window, and I'm just gonna take photos of what I'm up to at the time, kind of like Turgworks does, but in more of a photographic format. And then probably the most important way of making money, selling things. I need to make more stuff to sell. After finishing a project, I normally lose interest and sometimes I forget to even list it for sale. But I need to make more normal stuff to sell, not just stupid £1,000 gentleman sausage sculptures. I need to make small stuff, regular stuff, sometimes boring stuff, but with at least my interesting interpretation on it. If I only have 3 different types of items to sell, like wine stands, coasters, sculptures, I'm only visible across 3 categories. But if I have 30 different items to sell, like watch stands and other random stuff, then I'm more visible and there's more potential to get more customers. And if I'm more visible, there's more chance of those people watching my videos as well. I also want to test out other ways of selling things. I've already started listing things on eBay and Vinted, as well as Etsy, to see what difference there is there. But I'm thinking maybe I need to find like a maker's market or something like that and just test out other avenues to sell the products that I make. And I wouldn't be a proper YouTuber without selling my own merchandise. Now, a lot of the times people's merchandise isn't that interesting, but as you saw a few videos ago, I actually made a hoodie that I think is quite interesting, quite cool. I think it's quite relevant to woodworkers and other people would be interested in it too. So I'm probably going to work on a few more designs like that where it does have my logo in, but it's a cool piece of clothing at the same time. So in summary, I don't want to quit YouTube because I really enjoy it. So I'm going to try my hardest to hit all these goals that I've set to myself, and thanks to this video I've got a few more products that I can sell, which contributes to the goal. And I will be listing all the things I made in this video for sale as soon as I've got time to do it. So if you're ever watching a YouTube video that you don't hate, give them a like. There's probably a lot of work that's gone into it. Sorry this one is a bit late as well, but I've made it. It's still a weekly video. Now if you have made it this far, thanks very much for watching, because this one has been a bit of a boring one and you'll see me every week for the foreseeable future. So, as usual, if you've got any tips, questions, or suggestions, stick them in the comments below. Do the subscribe thing. I will list all my socials in the description, and I'll see you in next week's video. Peace!